Okay, hello, you're very welcome to Gerry's DIY. Okay, so I'm up here at my brother-in-law's shed, his establishment, if you like. Now, what is it, Jamie? It's your shed?
It's the workshop.
Oh, workshop, yeah. Here we go. I'm going to show you what he has here. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully the camera can change over. All right, Jamie, how are you?
Gerry, how are you doing? How are you getting on?
Good. So Jamie has a YouTube channel as well, and I linked that down below in the description. But he's working on a welder here now. I haven't looked inside any welders, but this is what sort of a welder is that, Jamie?
It's an inverter-based MIG welder, so it does stick welding and MIG welding, but everything is all electronic. There's no big transformers or rectifiers in it, so it's lightweight but very, very powerful.
Very good.
So
There's plenty of stuff in there. Hang on, I'll get another camera over and we'll get a good look at this. All right. Haven't done this before, so you'll have to bear with me. All right, Jamie, show us what's in there.
Okay, so basically we have a solid state welder, which is basically all controlled by chips, microprocessors, and inverters. So it doesn't use any traditional transformers or rectifiers for MIG welding, which is normally it's a DC welder. So basically the problem with this machine is that it will work as a stick welder, but when we switch it over to MIG welding, we get no output. So I've got the fan disabled, so the display comes up. With MIG welding, all our dials are reading 0. Put it into stick welder, we've got an output open circuit voltage. We can test it, it will weld, but when we put a torch on it, nothing's happening. So
Right.
We've got a faulty board.
Okay, very good, Jamie. And Jamie, that one's been left outside, has it?
Yeah.
Why is it rusty?
Yeah, it's not been the best looked after welder. These welders are like, a lot of the electronics inside them are like plasma televisions.
Right.
So as a result, you wouldn't leave your plasma television out in an open shed to get damp.
Right.
That kind of rusted has not been looked after well at all.
Yeah. Okay.
And as a result, because they're solid state and they've got a lot of electronic components in them, they tend to fail if they're not looked after.
Okay, very good. And Jamie, what's that?
That's a cup of coffee, Gerry. sorry, hang on, wait.
All right.
Wait, sorry. That's a cup of coffee, Gerry.
All right. Don't see anything else. Very good. And you find the coffee, Jamie, helps in the shed.
Yes, coffee helps a lot when you're working on machines. It helps an awful lot because these get very frustrating after a while.
Yeah, don't do this at home, folks. Okay.
Yeah, don't try this at home. I'm a trained professional. Professional what? I'm not sure, but a trained professional nonetheless.
Okay, so very good, Jamie. That's
So what's got you up this neck of the woods, Gerry?
Well, Jamie, I find you a very good source for tools.
A very good source for God only knows what. There's resistors, transistors, transvestites, every bloody thing up here.
No, I've been up here before and left here with a boot full of stuff. So I showed in the last video, Jamie gave me a plasma cutter. And yeah, so he's got plasma torches around here all over the place. But that's the sort of stuff Jamie does. Jamie, tell us about your camper van creations channel.
Yeah, one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to just find a way of travelling around without having a lot of expense. So we decided rather than buy a camper van, we were going to buy a panel van and convert it into a camper van. So basically the stuff on my channel is the very start of getting the camper van set up, buying all the bits and pieces for it, getting all the electrics done, the plumbing done, the heating done. So yeah, it's somewhere to go. We can pull up for the night, stop, take it easy, relax, and be where we need to be without actually having to go anywhere.
Very good. And is it expensive, Jamie?
It depends. You can put as much or as little into the camper van as you want. To buy a bespoke, ready-made, brand new camper van, the likes of Volkswagen are doing their Volkswagen Californias. They're starting sort of 80,000 euros.
Jesus.
I'm hoping to be sort of in and out. I know that's a 2015 van.
Yeah.
Between buying the van, putting all the stuff in it. Now, in fairness, a lot of the stuff that we're putting into it is not the top of the range stuff. It's the more DIY section of the market. But probably another $5,000 will see that converted to a full camper van.
So that's $5,000 for the van so far, is it, or a bit more?
Well, it's $5,000 for the van. It's about $5,500 for the van. Now, when we got the van was reasonably cheap, but it needed a few bits and pieces doing to it. It needed a new starter motor, a new turbo, new windscreen. So it was cheap, but I was able to get the stuff done over time as we got it.
Very good.
And then getting all the very cheap, not the cheap, but the budget end of the market.
Yeah.
Stuff, and then doing it myself because this is what we do. means that doing the camper van.
Very good. Well, a lot of the guys on the channel are into DIY. Like, it's, you know yourself, it's a DIY channel I have.
Yeah.
But I'd be big into doing something like that myself now, and lots of the guys would be too.
Yeah, it gives you the freedom to go where you want, stop when you want, and stay where you want. A lot of people get into stealth camping, but nowadays with most camper vans, people are putting solar panels or TV aerials or vents or whatever. So it's fairly easy to discern the fact that it's a camper van and not just a panel van.
Very good.
Or commercial van parked.
And would you
overnight.
tour Ireland, or where would you go?
Well, the original plan is, because part of the work, one of the things we do is we calibrate welding machines for CE certification for structural steel.
Yeah.
And I travel the whole of Ireland doing that.
Yeah.
So basically, myself, the two dogs, can go off and do a camper van tour, do a bit of work, and then do a little tour on the way back. So somebody else is paying for the diesel.
That's what I'm saying. Go somewhere, get paid for it, do a bit of work, and come back.
Yeah, exactly.
And enjoy yourself while you're doing it.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so we're over the other side of Jamie's workshop, and he's got stuff buried all over the place here. Jamie, what's behind all this stuff? Or first of all, what's in the boxes? What have you got in there?
Various different selections. Some of them are empty. Some of them have got spade connectors, ball bearings, wire, heat shrink, every class, spray guns, everything.
All right, and what's behind it, Jamie?
Well, behind this is my lathe. So basically, it's a compact lathe.
It's a lathe, Jamie. Who makes the?
It's a Harrison lathe. Harrison are an old company. They've been making lathes for years and years.
And that's an M250.
It's an M250. It's a 25-inch bed.
25-inch bed.
Yeah. So it's a 2-foot bed. So basically, it's 2 feet maximum between centres. But I have the lathe fitted in nicely under the stairs. It doesn't take up a lot of space in the workshop.
Very good.
It doesn't get used very often. But the one thing about the lathe is that there are some jobs you just cannot do on anything else.
Right. So you don't use it much. But
I don't use it a lot.
But when you need one, you have one.
When I need one, like if I need to turn down a piece of aluminium for whatever reason, to put a collar on something to make it push.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can do it on.
All right. And how much would a lathe cost, Jamie?
You can buy a domestic hobby lathe from €250 for a very small bench top lathe.
Yeah.
And then you can go up something like this in a new modern lathe is probably going to run somewhere about 5,000.
Wow.
And anything in between that, depending. That's a small lathe. But then when you get into big CNC lathes, CNC machining centres, you're up 25, 30, 50, 100,000. The sky's the limit.
So if I wanted a little lathe, a second-hand lathe?
One of the big markets one of the big marketplaces for second-hand machinery would be in the UK. There are a couple of places in Ireland that do them.
Right.
But a lot of them would have come out of schools. This particular machine came out of an old technical college.
And does that mean they're being worked night and day in the technical colleges?
No, actually, most of
or just a couple of classes a week, or what?
It would be a couple of classes a week, and then maybe a couple of night classes. But the technology side of it diminished in the last number of years, so people ended up not using the lathes, and it all moved over to computer science and computers and things. So they didn't actually get a lot of use.
And can you fit a digital kit on this?
You can put a digital readout on this if you wanted.
Right. Jamie, what have you got in the corner?
Which particular corner are we talking about?
Okay, I don't know what they're. That a milling machine, Jamie?
This is actually it's basically a drill, but it's a geared head drill.
All right.
So the chuck comes down automatically.
Very good.
And then you can adjust it to your speed.
Yeah.
I know the audio's a bit, and I had everything turned off.
Jamie, I think we leave it there, because otherwise we'll have a 1 hour video.
Yeah. 1 hour video saying nothing.
Oh, you bought one of the angle things?
Yeah.
I meant to get one.
Yeah, I did. And do you know what? I'm going to do a review on it, because what I have is
I found them very good, Jamie. You know, even on the DeWalt saws we have, you know, the compound saws, even on them. And do you know what I did as well before I got one of I don't have one of these. I had one of these before, but the
Speed Square.
No, you get an app for your phone. Okay, so you can get an Android app for your phone. Stick your phone onto the side of your DeWalt compound saw, and use set it to 0, and then you can let it go whatever angle you need. Might do a video on that soon. So the reason I'm over here today is because I had to fix something in my mother's house. Her well wasn't working. My brother-in-law Jamie just lives 2 doors up, and I needed some tools. So I thought, look, as I'm here, I'll get some video. But I'm going to leave it there for now, and you can say goodbye to Jamie there.
See you all.
And look, I'll see you in the next video. If you like the video, please thumbs up, subscribe down here. There might be more of these, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Good luck.